Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Aquarian Mind podcast. Today's podcast, episode number 18. I'm your host, Jamel Crothers. It's Book Insight Friday, and today is the ending of talking about the struggles and growth of a man. This is part 5 of the series, and I will be discussing briefly what went into writing the ending of this book series. And, what it took for me to write the end of this series. So, with that said, the last book of this series, well, it was, in a heartfelt ending to Robert. And I had to think outside the box again, right? So, I drew an idea from a book that I read years ago. It was written by Hill Harper. It's called Letters to a Young Brother. And that book had an impact on me in my life. And I wanted to utilize how Hill Harper wrote this book, and I put a little spin on it to this book, to this ending of the series. So I decided that this book should be life lessons that Robert has learned that, well, any man can apply to his life. And I wanted to include things that I've learned also, and to break the social stigmas of having to always be strong and going at things alone and not needing help and, keeping our emotions inside and, a plethora of other subject matters, right? So my hope with this book was to shine light on things that we go through, but also how can we apply our troubles, struggles, pains, and turn them into something positive, right? Now, don't get me wrong, it's not easy for us, in today's world, and we have to look at positive reinforcement to better ourselves. Now, the reality of it is most young men in today's world, unfortunately don't grow up with a father figure, and it's imperative to our upbringing. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. In my life, I did not have, my father, okay? He was in and out of my life, and at this current, time, we do not have a relationship, and that's for numerous reasons. And I am not a person that's going to sit here and delve into my personal life, but I just wanted to share that tidbit, and that's part of the reasoning of me writing The Struggles and Growth of a Man, along with a plethora of other things, of experiences that I've been through, best friends, and other friends that I've known, things of that nature. So not only having a male role model is important to us in order to help us figure out our lives, but, we have to have good male role models, right? Not just any old body. And honestly, I'm thankful that, I have, my uncle as, a good, role model and, someone with positive reinforcements. And he's someone that I talk to, more now that I live closer to him. And, we just have brief conversations, and sometimes we do have those interpersonal conversations where we talk about life and things of that nature. So, to share a little bit more of tidbits, the book covers of, the book series, they have symbolism to it, right? So part 1 has a black book cover, and that resembles darkness. Part 2, the book cover, kind of, for me, was an expression of sad and sorrow. Part 3, the color of that book cover was more of transition. Part 4 is more of change. And part 5, which is, the last book cover of, obviously in the last book of the series, it's, a yellow color, which is seeing the light and getting out of the dark tunnel that, Robert and Michael were in. So it was intentionally done when I was going through the process of making these book covers on Canva, because I had already started the process of writing out how I was going to write the series. So a couple of chapters to share with you with part 5. So, chapter 1 is Every Man Has Struggles. Chapter 2, it's Learning to Emote. Chapter 3 is Societal Stigmas. Chapter 4 is Learning from Your Mistakes. Chapter 5 is We All Need Love. Chapter 6, Life is a Journey, Embrace It. Chapter 7, Chase Your Dreams and Goals. Chapter 8, You're Never Alone. Chapter 9, Happiness Starts With You, Love Yourself. Chapter 10, We Can't Always Be Strong. Chapter 11, It's Okay to Need Help. Chapter 12, Character and Experiences Develop You. Chapter 13, Live for Yourself, Not Others. Chapter 14, Take Life One Day at a Time. Chapter 15, Be an Influence on Others. Chapter 16, Lead by Example, Be a Leader. Chapter 17, Carve Your Own Path in Life. Chapter 18, Fall Down, Keep Getting Up. Chapter 19, Be True to Who You Are. And Chapter 20, Make Changes and Grow for You. So those are the 20 chapters. Those are things that I wanted to apply to, life, to the book. And it's not necessarily just Robert saying, okay, these are life lessons that I've learned, but they can literally be life lessons that you can apply to your life. And I'm thankful that, I've learned a lot in my life, and Robert has a lot of characteristics of me and my personality. So Robert was more of a created character that was a voice for me. Now, some of the storylines in the book was created, in my mind, and I was able to put it, onto paper. But Robert is a huge component. Will be a huge component to, people like seeing him as a normal man, a human being who goes through things, and I wanted to be a voice for, not just necessarily me, but for men in this world and what we experience and go through in our minds in regards to our goals, where we're going in life, mistakes we've made, understanding ourselves and who we are, being spiritually minded, and always striving for greatness and looking to grow on a consistent and everyday basis. So, when you read, The Struggles and Growth Part 5, it's going to be a fulfilling journey, and everything kind of comes together at the end. And that was, I think, one of the more fulfilling series that I've written. It's my favorite series that I've written, even though I've tackled so many issues that are going on in the world today, and I've got so many more to write. But I'm just thankful that the book came out well, and I have someone who has read every single book, and that was a fulfilling book, for them to read. So, with that said, that is the end of the Struggles and Growth of a Man series. Now, what am I delving into next in Book Insight Friday? Ooh, wait, I don't want to tell you. You got to stay tuned, and you got to be patient and wait till next Friday to figure out what I will be writing and discussing behind the mic. So with that said, enjoy your weekends, be productive, enjoy yourselves, and continue to strive for greatness in whatever you choose to do in your life. Be safe with everyone, enjoy time with your family, and, don't take life for granted. With that said, be good, everyone, and go and accomplish your goals.